Sergio Perez finished 12th in qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix after tyre struggles saw him exit in Q2, while teammate Max Verstappen finished on pole. Reigning world champion Max Verstappen expressed no mercy when speaking about teammate Sergio Perez after the Mexican struggled in qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. While Drivers' Championship runaway leader Verstappen finished over a second ahead of his nearest rival, Perez had another disappointing qualifying session, finishing 12th. Perez struggled for pace during Q2 as he was left driving on intermediate tyres on a quickly drying track and was consequently eliminated. Verstappen is firm favourite for his 6th race victory in 8 races this season as he took pole position and looks set to increase his Drivers' Championship lead further. The Dutch driver was challenged during the opening races by Perez, who won the Saudi Arabia GP, but the Mexican has since fallen away in the championship standings. Verstappen showed his ruthless side after qualifying and suggested that he had saved the day again for Red Bull, after Perez also failed to make Q3 in the previous 2 races. He told Dutch media, "Well, if I hadn't been there it would have looked very different for Red Bull. I would not be happy with not making Q3 3 times in a row. I'm not concerned about it either." Perez was not entirely at fault for his poor qualifying performance in Montreal after being left on intermediate tyres, and Lewis Hamilton also struggled through Q2 in the same situation. Red Bull principal Christian Horner shook his head as Perez was eliminated, seeming to accept that the team were at fault. Verstappen made the decision to switch onto slick tyres during Q2 and then dominated before the rain impacted on Q3. He said, "I think Q1 was quite straightforward with inters. The track was quite dry in some places, so there was not many things that could catch you out because the tyres were getting up to temperature quite quickly. I think after that of course you had to make the call in Q2 when to switch to slick tyres. It was quite clear I needed to go on the slicks, and we did a pit stop. Those slick tyres those first 2 laps, outlap and first timed, it's quite tricky knowing the grip levels, and knowing how hard to push. Luckily, we got a decent lap in at the end, which was enough to go to Q3. After that it started to slowly increase, the rain, and then at one point it was not possible to start on the slicks. Overall, we just had good communication with the team, throughout Q1 and Q2, which I think is the most important, and we were clear with what we wanted to do.